Hey guys, it's Erin, and today we are going on an adventure. Every year, Half Price Books does this gigantic clearance sale at like a convention center in Dallas, and it's this weekend, so we're going. I have a very small budget, but fortunately all of the books are $2 or less, so I should be able to find a couple of things to get, and then at the end I'll do a little mini haul. My phone is kind of dying and I'm in a rental car, so not sure how much time I will have to film before my phone gets too low. So let's go inside. I'm so excited. Okay, I am sitting in a new place because I am trying to keep my phone plugged in because it's almost dead, and make sure I have enough light because it's like 3 o'clock and it's already getting dark because hello, winter's coming or something. Yeah, it's finally fall here in Texas, which is very nice. So I got some things at the book sale. I was able to stick to my limit of 5 books, so I basically paid $10 and tax, which was awesome. So I'm going to show you what I got. When I am at a book sale like this, because I know that I don't have a ton of time to read, and because I don't have a lot of money, like I can't buy $50 worth of books, usually I go in with 2 goals. Either I want to pick up books that I'm excited about, that are like going to be a really great deal, or I'm looking for classics that I might not either see very often or even necessarily like pick up, or books that I'm like, I might need this someday. That's how I've gotten a lot of my like classics collection, especially the ones that I haven't read yet because I haven't read them yet because I don't have time. Oh, and then I'm also trying to buy books that I know I'm actually gonna read. Okay, so in the category of classics that I would like to have on hand and might read someday, we have The Comedy of Errors. The sticker's covering it, whatever. I was excited to see this. There was a lot of Shakespeare at the sale, but a lot of it was like either plays that I already have or editions that I don't really want to own. But this is an Arden edition. The Arden Shakespeare edition is kind of like the scholarly one. You can get other ones with good notes and stuff, but these are like so many notes. Like that is notes and that's text. Like, so this is the old edition. They're usually a lot thinner, and The Comedy of Errors is kind of like a minor play, but since I'm going to be an early modern scholar, I would like to have at least a full set of the Ardens, even if some of them are older, and then I'll, you know, upgrade as needed. I also found this. This is part of the Penguin series. It's the Penguin Renaissance Dramatists series, so apparently that's a thing. This is like a guy with fur. It looks weird. But this is George Chapman. Chapman was kind of a contemporary of Shakespeare and Christopher Marlowe. He's not as well known or well read. Most people actually come across his name in a poem by John Keats called On First Looking into Chapman's Homer, because George Chapman, among other things, translated the Iliad and the Odyssey into English. It was kind of the first like great English translation. But he also was a playwright and a poet, and so I was excited to see this collection of his works. Next semester I'll be taking a class in Renaissance poetry and a class in Renaissance drama. I don't know if we'll get to Chapman in either one of those, but I feel like he's somebody that I wouldn't mind having some of his works on hand. So those were those. Then I found a couple of books that I knew I would want to read eventually, and for $2 it was worth picking them up. So the ones that I ended up with were One Summer, America 1927 by Bill Bryson. I am excited about this. I really like Bill Bryson's work. I have 2 or 3 of his books, and I've like read a bunch of other ones like from the library and listened to some audiobooks, but this is one that I haven't read yet, and it's about the summer of 1927 in America. And Bryson's just a really good kind of like lay writer of history and like cultural studies, So I'm excited to read this. He's really interesting. And then I picked up this really pretty but slightly bent, it's just a little bent, copy of Willa Cather's Death Comes for the Archbishop. I really like Willa Cather. She is an early 20th century American writer, kind of contemporary with Gatsby and Fitzgerald. We don't read her as much, which is a shame because she's a wonderful writer. And I've read a couple of her books and liked all of them, so I knew that this was a good bet to get, and also it's just really pretty, so it'll look nice in pictures. And then the last one is an example of sometimes you just get really, because like all of these books I could have found used on Amazon or something for a couple of dollars. Anyway, I might have had to pay for shipping, but if I had ever really needed them, I could have found them for cheap. This, yeah, the hardcover of The Bone Season. I don't even know if it's in paperback. For $2. Anyway, I was really excited. If you've been watching my channel at all, you know that I read The Bone Season a couple of months ago and I really liked it. I was a little bummed that I didn't see either of the sequels because I have actually read The Bone Season. But for $2, it was worth buying because I can see myself rereading it. And as I have the first book in the series because I read it from the library. And so, you know, if I come across the next books as a good deal or I just decide to go ahead and buy them, I don't feel like I have to spend a lot of money to like pick up the first book to have the complete series. So I was super excited about that. So yeah, it was a great sale. It's definitely one of those like places that you have to comb through stuff. Like I found some great stuff and I put 5 books away because what you have to do is just like throw the books you think you might want in your bag as you're going through, and then kind of like once you've seen everything, decide like how many you want to keep and what you want to not keep. As far as like YA, they had a bunch of tables, but it was mostly middle grade. If you're in the market for good middle grade, like classic middle grade, that's a great place to go. Like there was a lot of Lloyd Alexander. Last time I went, I got almost the whole Darkest Rising series by Susan Cooper. If you want Twilight or The Hunger Games, like they got you covered. It always just amuses me how many copies of Twilight there are. The whole series, hardcover and paperback, all the different editions. And it's Sunday, so a lot of the books have been put over. Like they still had books that they were putting out, but I don't know if they like rank them. Like if I'd been there on Friday, would they have had a better selection? I don't know. Maybe I'll check out next year earlier. I just didn't have a car. Long story, until yesterday evening. So I couldn't go earlier. I was planning to go yesterday, but I couldn't. And then I checked out the adult fiction section, and there was, you know, like it was mostly like Tom Clancy and I don't know, that kind of stuff. But mixed in were a lot of classics. So if you're looking for stuff like classics, there was a lot of contemporary classics, Toni Morrison, Louise Erdrich. You just have to look a little harder, but it's definitely there. And then sometimes you find stuff like The Bone Season. I noticed there really wasn't a lot of fantasy, which I was interested in. Again, it might have just been all picked out already, but yeah, so that's kind of my quick wrap-up, long wrap-up / haul. Let me know in the comments if you have been to a big warehouse sale and if you have any like tips or strategies for ultimate success for diminishing the overwhelmingness of everything. Let me know also if you've read any of these books or if you've ever found like a really great find at a sale like this. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!